A very large storm system is getting ready to drive a lot of problems across the country, ranging from severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds, also to the winter aspect of things. Across the Central Plains in the Northeast, we are expecting a good amount of snow. We got a lot of stuff to talk about in this video, my friends, so buckle up. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. Alrighty guys, so first things first, I want to go ahead and mention if you guys could share this video to help spread awareness, because there is going to be a lot of severe weather here in the next couple of days. Just obviously in order to help out people, share it to a family member, obviously a neighbor or somebody, just to help spread the word and the awareness. It'd be much appreciated. Not just for them, but obviously for helping out everybody else as well. So anyways, everybody, so we have ourselves a level 1 threat here for today. This is a level 1 on the spectrum of severe weather, according to the SPC, or the Storm Prediction Center. Today, we do not have any tornado risk, which is good. No damaging wind risk. The only risk is hail, actually, there towards southern Illinois, western Kentucky, western portions of Tennessee, southeastern portions of Missouri, a lot of Arkansas, southeastern Oklahoma, and extreme northeastern portions of Texas. Now, whenever it comes to day 2, which is basically here for Saturday, we got ourselves another risk for severe weather down there in Texas. We got ourselves a level 1 as well. Now, here for tomorrow, being Saturday, we do have ourselves a small tornado probability, a 2% chance of tornadoes occurring out there towards San Antonio, Austin area. So overall, that is the tornado threat for tomorrow. Now, damaging winds, 5% chance for some damaging wind gusts that could get up to 60-mile-per-hour winds overall. Hail, 5% chance, just like it is for today, for the possibility of a few hail events that could get up to quarter size overall. Now, the big day is going to happen here for Sunday. We got ourselves a slight risk, a severe threat level 2 out of 5. So we're starting to work our way up here to the risk here. We're starting to work our way up the list, I should say. So we have our level 2 threat across portions of east central Texas through central Louisiana, portions here kind of towards central southern portions of Mississippi, and a very far kind of southwestern slither there out there towards Alabama. Now, obviously, like I said, the level 1 out of 5 is across the dark green, which these areas are also at risk for severe weather. Now, but it's not all, my friends. As we work our way into Monday, the Storm Prediction Center has highlighted another area of possible severe weather out there towards southern South Carolina, portions of central southern Georgia, southeastern Alabama, and even a small sliver there for northern Florida. Alrighty guys, moving on over here to the snow side of things. We have a lot of areas that potentially could be seeing some snow here for basically this weekend into early next week. Now let's go ahead and start off here with the GFS model, which is the American Long Range Model. And we work our way down in time here. And you're going to notice how we get ourselves a bit of a low pressure system that develops across portions near like Texas, Oklahoma, which could drive a bit of rainfall for not just portions of the southeast, but also a bit of snowfall out there towards the panhandle here of Texas. Now this will be here for basically kind of the afternoon here of the 11th. This works its way here into the 12th, driving a bit of snow. Now, according to the GFS model, there's not a whole lot of snow for areas out there by like Oklahoma, but other models beg to differ. There's actually other models that do show a lot of differences, so we're going to see that here in a second. Anyways, a big time soaking rain event will occur here for the southeast. Actually, that's another thing we're going to mention here too. Basically between the 11th, 12th, and it should be out mostly by the 13th. But then you can see how the snow becomes yet again another concern. Maybe a bit of snow out there according to this model towards places like Ohio, maybe Kentucky, working its way up there into the northeast and causing a pretty nasty commotion with winter weather here for basically the 13th into the 14th, which could drive a lot of unwanted weather, a lot of strong winds potentially, a lot of heavy snow obviously, so we'll have to watch out there for that. Of course, as the system rolls out here for mid-February, right there towards Valentine's Day, we should have a big blocking high pressure zone across the entire country, or most of the country, which should allow for most of the country should be relatively fine. Now, anyways, let's go and hop over here to the Euro. Like I said, it's obviously good to obviously, look at all the models rather than just one, because, some models are, they're very opinion-based. And so you need to take all their opinions together in order to, kind of get somewhere. Now, whenever it comes to this model, obviously same ordeal here. We get ourselves a low-pressure system developing across the southern plains here for pretty much the 11th. And as you can see, once again, snow for portions of like the panhandle of Texas, maybe some getting into areas of Oklahoma. Once again, a lot of heavy rain across the southeast. We could pick up, good 2 to 3 inches, locally higher amounts. We'll get into that here in a minute as well, like I said. And of course, the snow does continue. There could be some snow out there towards like Oklahoma, maybe Illinois, Indiana. That's still not kind of worked out quite yet. But once again, Also the European model. These two models are known to be the most accurate models out there, and whenever it comes to it, both of these models do support the possibility of a pretty strong nor'easter, a pretty strong winter system to occur across portions of the mid-Atlantic and the Northeast here overall, which also both models do support a big dome of high pressure across the country, which could allow for relatively nice conditions for Valentine's Day and into mid-February. Now, anyways, let's go ahead and hop over here back to GFS. I want to talk about the accumulations and stuff like that, so let's go ahead and bring up the 10-to-1 ratio in this case. So whenever it comes to snow potential, now obviously I want to go ahead and say a little bit of a disclaimer. You should not trust these models, specifically. I mean, obviously take it seriously, but not take it literally. According to GFS models here, we are seeing kind of an interesting play here. So the GFS model does show maybe some areas here picking up maybe 3 to 5, maybe locally higher out there towards the panhandle of Florida. Not Florida, Texas. So portions also out there by like northern Arkansas. According to this model, it's really all over the place, picking up maybe over a foot of snow. I don't think that's going to happen personally. That's what I'm saying. These models are very iffy. They're very, very iffy. You really shouldn't take them too serious. Now, out there towards the mid-Atlantic, this really shows a pretty broad region of at least 8 to 12 inches across portions like Pennsylvania and northern Virginia, possibly out there by Maryland and New Jersey and some of those areas out there. So, we have potential for a pretty decent amount of snowfall. Now, we're going to hop back to European model. Obviously, like I said, once again, good to grab all the opinions here. And according to this in particular model, it's a lot different. Not showing hardly any snow for northern Virginia. Same thing there for Maryland, maybe picking up a couple of inches. But it does show that streak of maybe 8 to 10 inches out there by the southern, northeastern, or southern New England, which honestly, that is a possibility, but it is still a couple days away, obviously, so, we're just going to have to keep that on the back burner for now. We'll just have to continue watching that overall. But anyways, yeah, I mean, like I said, there is potential for a decent amount of snow. Now, the model I really would go off of with the snowfall, at least as of now, to get an idea, is the blend. And this is the blended model. Takes a bunch of models, kind of mashes them together with the snowfall. And, there's a possibility we could see maybe 3 to 5, maybe locally higher amounts of snow out there towards the panhandle of, Texas, not Florida. So, also portions by Oklahoma could maybe see 2 to 4 inches locally, a little higher possible. Same thing for southern Missouri. Ohio Valley maybe getting a coating of snowfall, and the Northeast here getting a little bit more, kind of in the range of 3 to 5, maybe locally up to 6 could be possible. So, obviously, like I said, the models are all over the place still with the snowfall and all, but just know that there is a potential out there for a bit of snow across the country. All right, guys, so lastly, I want to go ahead and talk about the potential of flooding and a lot of heavy rainfall across the southeast. Now, I want to go ahead and say we have some pretty cool merch, guys. It's in the description. I'll leave a link there so you guys can check it out. Anyways, all right, let's go ahead and talk potential precipitation here. So this is, once again, the blend of models, which kind of matches, the overall accumulations between the main models together. And honestly, we're talking a pretty good amount of rainfall out there. Across the red areas, the kind of the maroonish kind of red color here, we're talking northern portions of Louisiana, moving into portions of Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina could see a pretty good chunk of rainfall, right around 2 to 3 inches possible. Locally higher amounts definitely could occur, as you can see right here. It's definitely going to be possible. It's likely going to happen. We're going to have locally higher amounts that get a little bit more rain than the other areas around it. So that's a possibility. Now, obviously, the rain kind of cuts off there towards central Florida, as you guys can see. Same thing out there towards like northern Missouri, Illinois, those areas. So at least over for the next couple of days, you can actually see here how we're going to be pretty much precipitationless across, a lot of these central northern plains, Midwest areas. It's going to be pretty dry. So over the next couple of days, expect some, relatively nicer conditions, not a whole lot of precipitation, and overall, nothing too crazy. But alrighty, guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap up this video. If you guys did enjoy it, please consider leaving a like and hitting that subscribe button if you have not already. Once again, guys, if you could share this to your friends, family, anybody you know, really, because like I said, maybe you specifically don't know who's going to be impacted by severe weather, but maybe somebody you do know knows somebody who's at risk out there for the severe storms or the winter weather or the potential of flooding. Like I said, there's a lot of regions here that could see a bit of crazy weather in the next coming week. But all right, guys, well, you all take care. Much love to you. We'll be live here later on today. And all right, well, you guys take care, and we'll catch you guys here in the next one. Peace out, my friends. See you later.